Once upon a time, in a land far, far away, there was a magical kingdom called Frostovia. Frostovia was a place of eternal winter, where snowflakes danced in the sky, covering the ground in a sparkling white blanket. The kingdom was ruled by a wise and kind snow queen named Seraphina, who loved nothing more than the beauty and tranquility of her snowy realm. One chilly morning, a young boy named Oliver was playing outside his cozy cottage at the edge of Frostovia. Oliver had never seen anything but snow and ice, but he never grew tired of the winter wonderland around him. He loved to build snowmen, have snowball fights, and make snow angels. One chilly morning, a young boy named Oliver was playing outside his cozy cottage at the edge of Frostovia. Oliver had never seen anything but snow and ice, but he never grew tired of the winter wonderland around him. He loved to build snowmen, have snowball fights, and make snow angels. As Oliver was playing, he noticed something unusual. A single, glowing snowflake floated down from the sky, larger and more brilliant than any he had. The rainbow, casting a magical glow on the snowy landscape. Mesmerized, Oliver reached out his hand, and the snowflake gently landed on his palm. As soon as it touched his skin, a warm, tingling sensation spread through his body, and he heard a soft, melodic voice whispering in his ear. "Oliver," the voice said, "you have been chosen for a special adventure. Follow me to the Snowflake Kingdom, and you will discover wonders beyond your wildest dreams." Oliver's eyes widened in astonishment. He had heard stories of the Snowflake Kingdom, a hidden realm where snowflakes lived and played, but he had never imagined it was real. Without a second thought, he decided to follow the magical snowflake. He bundled up in his warmest clothes, grabbed his trusty sled, and set off into the forest. As Oliver trekked through the snow-covered woods, he marveled at the beauty around him. The trees were adorned with glistening icicles, and the ground sparkled with fresh snow. He followed the glowing snowflake deeper into the forest, where the air grew colder and the snowflakes fell thicker. After what felt like hours, Oliver reached a clearing. In the center of the clearing stood a magnificent ice castle, its spires reaching up to the sky. The castle was made entirely of ice, which shimmered and glowed in the soft light. The snowflake led Oliver to the grand entrance, where two enormous ice doors swung open to welcome him. Inside the castle, everything was made of ice and snow. The walls were adorned with intricate ice carvings, and chandeliers made of icicles hung from the ceilings. The floor sparkled like a frozen lake, and the air was filled with the faint sound of tinkling bells. In the grand hall, Oliver met the Snow Queen Seraphina. She was tall and graceful, with hair like spun silver and eyes the color of the deepest winter sky. She wore a gown made of shimmering ice crystals that seemed to change color with every movement. "Welcome, Oliver," Queen Seraphina said with a warm smile. "I have been watching you, and I believe you have the heart and courage to help us. Our kingdom is in danger, and we need your help to save it." Oliver felt a surge of determination. "What can I do to help?" he asked. The Snow Queen led Oliver to a balcony overlooking the kingdom. She pointed to a dark cloud on the horizon. "That is the storm of shadows," she explained. "It threatens to cover our kingdom in darkness and melt all the snow. We must find the crystal of eternal winter, hidden deep within the ice caverns, to protect our land." Oliver nodded, ready for the challenge. Queen Seraphina gave him a magical snowflake pendant that glowed with a soft light. "This will guide you and keep you safe," she said. With the pendant around his neck, Oliver set off on his quest. He journeyed through icy forests, crossed frozen rivers, and climbed towering ice cliffs. Along the way, he encountered many magical creatures, including snow hares, ice foxes, and frost giants, all of whom offered their help. One day, Oliver reached the entrance to the ice caverns. The cavern entrance was guarded by a massive ice dragon named Glacius. With scales as clear as ice and eyes that glowed like embers, Glacius was a formidable guardian. "I seek the crystal of eternal winter to save Frostovia," Oliver declared bravely. Glacius peered at him for a moment before nodding. "I see your heart is pure, young one. You may pass, but beware of the challenges that lie ahead inside the caverns. The air was filled with a chilling breeze. The walls sparkled with countless ice crystals, and the path twisted and turned like a labyrinth. Oliver used his pendant to light the way, its glow reflecting off the walls and guiding him deeper into the caverns. After navigating through numerous tunnels and overcoming various obstacles, Oliver finally reached a grand chamber. In the center of the chamber stood a pedestal made of ice, and atop it rested the crystal of eternal winter. The crystal radiated a brilliant blue light, filling the chamber with its soothing glow. As Oliver approached the crystal, he heard a rumbling sound. The ground shook, and ice shards began to fall from the ceiling. The storm of shadows had found its way into the caverns, and darkness began to seep in. Without hesitation, Oliver grabbed the crystal of eternal winter and held it high. The crystal's light intensified, pushing back the shadows and stabilizing the cavern. He could feel its power coursing through him, filling him with strength and determination. With the crystal in hand, Oliver made his way back to the Snowflake Kingdom. The journey back was arduous, but Oliver's spirit remained unyielding. As he emerged from the forest, the dark cloud loomed ominously over the kingdom. With the crystal in hand, Oliver made his way back to the Snowflake Kingdom. The journey back was arduous, but Oliver's spirit remained unyielding. As he emerged from the forest, the dark cloud loomed ominously over the kingdom. Queen Seraphina awaited him at the castle gates, her face lighting up with hope as she saw the crystal. "You have done it, Oliver," she exclaimed. Together, they took the crystal to the highest tower of the castle. There, they placed it on a specially crafted pedestal. The moment the crystal was set in place, it released a powerful burst of light that spread across the kingdom. The darkness receded, and the snow sparkled brighter than ever. The storm of shadows vanished, and the skies cleared. Frostovia was saved, and the kingdom rejoiced. Queen Seraphina declared a grand celebration in Oliver's honor, with feasts, music, and dancing. Oliver was named a hero of Frostovia, and he spent many happy days in the Snowflake Kingdom, making new friends and exploring the wonders of the magical realm. But eventually, it was time for him to return home. As a parting gift, Queen Seraphina gave Oliver a small, enchanted snow globe. Inside it was a miniature version of the Snowflake Kingdom, complete with a tiny ice castle and dancing snowflakes. "This will remind you of your adventure and our gratitude," she said. Oliver returned to his cozy cottage, the snow globe in hand. He placed it on his windowsill, where it sparkled in the sunlight. Though he had returned to his familiar snowy world, he knew that a part of him would always belong to the magical realm of Frostovia. And so, every time it snowed, Oliver would look at the snow globe and remember the friends he made and the adventures he had. He knew that as long as he believed in the magic of winter, the Snowflake Kingdom would always be just a snowflake away. And they all lived happily ever after. Oliver grew up to be a wise and kind young man, always cherishing the memories of his journey to the Snowflake Kingdom. He shared his tales with the children in his village, inspiring them to see the magic in the world around them. Every winter, when the first snowflake fell, Oliver would gather the children around his fireplace and tell them the story of how he saved Frostovia. The enchanted snow globe became a cherished heirloom passed down through generations, its magic never fading. It reminded each new owner that bravery, kindness, and a little bit of magic could overcome even the darkest of storms. As the years went by, Oliver's adventures became legendary, and the villagers often spoke of the brave boy who had once saved a magical kingdom. The Snow Queen Seraphina's gratitude lived on in the hearts of the people, and they honored her by celebrating the Festival of Snow every year. They decorated their homes with ice sculptures, sang songs of winter, and shared stories of courage and wonder. In the end, Oliver's legacy was not just about the adventure he embarked upon, but the joy, hope, and belief in magic that he instilled in everyone around him. The Snowflake Kingdom and the village thrived, forever connected by the bonds of friendship and the beauty of a winter's dream. And so, the tale of Oliver and the Snowflake Kingdom was told and retold, a timeless story of a boy who discovered that with courage and a kind heart, one could bring light to the darkest of times. And as long as there were snowflakes in the sky, the magic of Frostovia would live on in the hearts of all who believed. And they all lived happily ever after. See you later, my friends, in new awesome story. Goodbye.